Just first thing, how'd it feel to get back out there and did your body feel good and all that? How'd everything go?
Yeah, came out of the game okay. It was great to be back out there. Great to be back out there with the team, just competing again. Obviously it was tough over the last 4 weeks, but great to be back out there.
Next one's from Andrew Doak.
How difficult after the layoff is it to find a rhythm, and how would you describe, I guess, the first half and just trying to find it?
Well, I can tell you that the first 4 drives were not what we wanted. Obviously, with 4 3-and-outs, didn't really find our rhythm, until the second quarter and the fourth quarter. I'd say if you kind of broke this down, second quarter, fourth quarter, but unfortunately, there were quite a few moments where we just weren't able to get that first down, right? And in so many cases, you get that, and then you can begin to put a drive together and convert some third downs and kind of find some tempo and rhythm. Unfortunately, I'd say wasn't real efficient. Obviously in the passing game. I think that was a combination of probably forcing some things down the field instead of just taking a completion underneath. There were some miscues. They hit us with some looks defensively where, hey, you just had to throw the ball away, avoid a negative play or a sack or what have you. So a combination of all those things, they did a great job, but I know we could have been more efficient, could have found more completions today.
Next one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, my follow-up on that was just with that slow start. Was it rust? Was it personnel? Because things were a little different today with a couple guys going on IR, defensive looks, a combination of all and more?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to find ways, I feel like we've done a great job of that all season long. Next man up mentality. A lot of guys being banged up or unavailable for whatever reason, and other guys have stepped up and done a great job. But, I will say, obviously, we, came in without Mike, and then, we lost Traquan kind of midway through, and so that was tough. But I felt like the young guys stepped up and did a nice job.
Next one's from Jeff Duncan.
Hey, Drew, what went into the process of you just, deciding to play this week? What benchmarks did you have to hit to get back on the field?
Well, I think just, being able to throw the ball, good enough. And obviously that was kind of a ramp up, from call it late last week into early this week and throughout practice. I still have a little ways to go. I'll be honest, I think there's some things that I'm still kind of working on, but it is what it is.
Are you 100%?
No.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
But I'm on my way.
Yeah, Drew, that's kind of what I was going to ask you about is was there a sense of urgency to get back for this game in particular, just knowing kind of what's at stake for you guys right now?
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, at this point, I mean, listen, every game's so important. Down the stretch, everybody's battling something, and everybody's fighting to get out on the field and put together our best effort, in order to help our team win and, advance our playoff status. And right now, the most important thing is getting our next win so we can officially win the division. And then we'll worry about the next one after that. But as far as I'm concerned, we have a 1-game season, and that's this coming Friday night.
Next one's from Mike Triplett.
Sorry. Real quick, when you said there was some getting on the same page, was that an incorrect intentional grounding call? Did you think Jared was going to run a different route on that play?
I thought he was running by the safety. They brought in all-out pressure, and so the guy who had blitzed off of covering him, the corner was on. We didn't have a guy to block him, so he was the free guy. So yeah, but it was one of those things where we had talked about various things and during the week, and unfortunately just kind of got signals crossed.
And then obviously a lot of people are going to put A plus B equals C and say, you know, the inefficient start to this game. I think you started 0 of 6, that either you weren't ready or you were rusty. I mean, what's your response to that narrative, I guess?
Well, I mean, listen, my first pass of the game, I thought I should have thrown a check down. You know, if I throw a check down, we get the first down, then we get a drive going. Instead, I tried to kind of fit one into Taysom. And then the next play was, you know, another kind of all-out pressure look, and I had to get the ball out sooner than I wanted to. And so, but that could have been a completion as well. So, I mean, listen, just kind of off by a hair, you know, whether it's split-second timing or split-second decision or, you know, just kind of communication with the guys that we're throwing to, or me just, you know, throwing a check down as opposed to trying to force one down the field. I mean, listen, that's every game. Every game there's stuff like that, you know, and we're a very efficient offense. We are a high efficiency passing game. And so we're going to get back to that.